Before I get into this week's buy request, I'm just going to explain a little bit about what it is. Is I'm dependent on people to send me clips. I can't watch every second of every game like the NHL's Department of Player Safety does. Boy, do I try. I watch a lot of hockey, but I can't get to it all. So there's things I'm going to miss. And what I like is when people send me clips. They do it all the time now. It's awesome, and I rely on that. They send me clips or notify me of things that happen and say, hey, what do you think of this check from behind, or what did you think of this penalty call? That sort of thing. So I get those sent to me, and I'll pick one out every week and feature it on my buy request segment. So this week's buy request is brought to me by Twitter follower at RoboStop10, actually a longtime Twitter follower. We interact quite a bit. These are the types of relationships we build throughout this community. It's a lot of fun, and this person sends me a lot of clips, and we actually talk a little bit in other chats and things like that. So a lot of fun. Thanks for the clips. Keep sending them in, and the one he asked about was the Grandlund crosscheck to Orlov behind the net. So what this is one of those ones where a player with the puck is facing the boards and an opponent doesn't deliver a body check to them, but they kind of put their hands on their pants or the stick across the back of the pants and they shove. And in this particular case, I thought it should have been a penalty. It wasn't called a penalty, um, but it was a boarding, is what it is. It's not necessarily a cross check. It can be a cross check shove. And where I stand with this in general is anytime you pick your stick up and put it parallel to the ice horizontally in two hands, if you approach contact that way, no matter what you're intending to do, you're asking for trouble. If you put your stick up in a cross check position before you do anything, you're already at a risk of taking a penalty. You're already at a risk of doing something really dangerous, especially near the boards. Now, I know people are just trying to guide the hips, shove the hips, and knock the player a little bit off balance, but it's getting to be out of hand. There's too many times where this happens at high speed. There's too many times where it happens where the shove is too forceful and the player goes flying. It's just too dangerous to do. You should be able to control that player in other ways by using body position or just your hands or something. Without actually holding, you can still push, but you don't need to have the stick across the back. You can just use your hand and give a shove too, and that's less dangerous. And it's better for you positionally because then your stick is on the ice and you're ready to recover the puck once you get it. So to me, anytime you put your stick up in two hands, like I said, a horizontal, you're asking for trouble, and I'd be looking for that if I was an official more and more as more and more of these dangerous plays happen. And this is a great example of one of those. Uh, Grandlund gave Orlov a shove to the back of the pants with the stick, and he went sprawling into the boards. When players are in that position, it doesn't take much to knock them over. And that's not that player's fault. And the player who's delivering the contact needs to be more careful when they're against the boards.